The new LG CounterDepth Max is the largest counter-depth refrigerator at almost 27 cubic feet. Also, only smaller by 3 cubic foot than the largest 30 cubic foot refrigerators you can buy. In this video, you'll learn the features of the new CounterDepth Max and a few problems. We'll also compare CounterDepth Max versus Samsung, GE, and other LG refrigerators. For context, the new CounterDepth Max is 2.5 cubic foot larger than the next largest at 24 cubic feet. 2.5 cubic feet looks like this dorm refrigerator. I remember packing tons of cold cuts and other junk into mine in school. The average CounterDepth refrigerator is about 22.5 cubic, so the difference of 4 cubic foot is more substantial. 4 cubic foot looks like this, or a slightly larger dorm refrigerator. You have 3 choices for these larger CounterDepth Max refrigerators. The LG LRFL 2706SS is the least expensive at $19.99 with an internal water dispenser. The LRFG 2706 adds the InstaView so you can look inside your refrigerator for $200 more. You can also choose to keep the glass panel dark and choose not to look inside the refrigerator. The LRFOC 2606 offers the outside dispenser and the InstaView window for $34.99. Refrigerator uses 9 sensors to monitor temperature throughout the refrigerator and freezer versus 2 for many other brands. Door cooling is such a good feature. LG employs vents in the top of the freezer and refrigerator. When you open the door, cold air is blown from top to bottom to keep the temperature consistent. Reminds me of entering a store on a hot day and feeling that initial blast of air conditioning in the front. Stainless absorbs cold better, so place whatever you want colder next to the stainless. LG is again the most reliable French door refrigerator with 8.1% needing service within the first year. This is after settling class action suits in 2019. Since then, they've improved their inverter compressors. Inverters, at least in theory, work with fewer parts than regular compressors for fewer problems. However, the larger capacity is a new design derived from thinner insulation. The doors appear a bit thicker, so you may have to be careful if your refrigerator is next to a doorway. That said, this new refrigerator should end the standard versus counter-depth refrigerator battle because you now have a counter-depth aesthetic in the standard size. First, CounterMax will be larger, but it is missing a few features. The LG Studio is the next largest at 24 cubic feet. It has more features than the CounterMax like Craft Ice, which is larger, slower dissolving ice cubes. Studio also features door-and-door. You can open the inside door to access your sodas without opening the main compartment. Other smaller LG models also feature French doors with drawers instead of the classic 3-door French door. CounterMax is also much bigger than the Samsung CounterDepths at 26.5 versus 22.8 for Samsung. Much like the LG Studio, Samsung has more designs, including the Family Hub built-in Android tablet. You can buy their bespoke line of different color variations of many different styles of refrigerators. The bottom right compartment of their 4-door refrigerator is convertible to a fridge or freezer. We don't sell Samsung anymore, but I like their 4-door refrigerators. Once again, the CounterMax will be much bigger than the GE units at 26.5 versus 22.3 for the GE. GE does have other features. First, they have different handle options of brass, copper, black, and of course stainless steel. In their profile and cafe lines, you can have a Keurig coffee built into the dispenser, and GE also has a service department, which you'll need for refrigerators, especially if you're buying from a store without service. The CounterMax is large enough to eliminate the need to buy a standard depth. You don't have to worry about building your cabinets out or buying another unit for storage. You may not buy the CounterMax, but it certainly deserves consideration. If you want to learn more about freestanding built-in or integrated refrigerators, click one of these links, and thanks for watching.